Look, I'm gonna level with you. While you were gone, Jin was raising holy hell about getting you hooked back up to the hive mind. Don't worry, I talked her out of it. But I need you to think about what you saw in that vision. Every detail. Is there anything that helps us?
You think I'm incompetent? Sergeant Major, the destruction of Typhon was inevitable. Between the Eldar, Orcs, and Tyranids, there was no saving that world. At worst, I helped speed its demise, and at a time when there were relatively few men on the planet.
Mason, listen to me. We are running out of time, my friend. Can you trust your leaders to destroy it? Or do you think they will use it? The flag may be different, but the methods are the same. They will use you as they used me. You must decide. Decide what you think is worth fighting for. Dragovich, Kravchenko, Stein. These men must die.
Men, as officers of the Royal Air Force, you're the very best in the world. However, this mission to Germany will not be an easy one. 4.5 of every 5 of you will not return. Half of Jensen there can tell you it gets pretty sticky. So let's get up there, be safe, and get back to the big fat pigs of wives we have waiting at home.
Perhaps you misunderstood my orders. Perhaps I did not make myself clear. Well, sir, this must be made very clear. You, sir, with your cavalry, are the eyes of this army. Without your cavalry, we are made blind. That has already happened once. It must never, never happen again.
Altair, I have watched you grow from a boy to a man in so short a time. It fills me with as much sadness as pride. You fit your father's shoes as if they had been tailored to your feet. You too were born into this order. Do you regret it? You may find a way in time, and it will be up to you to choose the path you prefer. Come, my boy, and ready your blade. This battle is not yet won.
Gentlemen, all I ask for is war. War so grand as to make hell itself tremble. Gentlemen, I ask you as fellow brothers in arms, what is it that you really want? Do you wish for further war as I do? Do you wish for a merciless, bloody war? A war whose fury is built with iron and lightning and fire? Do you ask for war to sweep in like a tempest, leaving not even ravens to scavenge from this earth? Very well. Then Krieg is what you shall have.
They push. We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds. And a world beyond the war glimmers. Just out of reach. The war is the world, and the world is the war. But behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people. We are the jaded, and we are the naive. We are the honorable, and the criminal. We are the bound for legend, and the lost to history. We are the knights of the sky, the ghosts in the desert, and the rats in the mud. These are our stories.
Now, you know what you can expect from these barbarians. They are a race of rabid bastards who will fight us tooth and nail. But they don't know what they are up against. Rome is civilization. Rome is order. Rome is power. and out here! We are Rome! Our forefathers led and died in defense of this city. And history called upon them to stand against the enemy. Did they cower? No! They fought! To the last man. My men, these fine young men, are the guardians of this city. And they are all that stands between you and the freaks! And as God is my witness, we shall hunt them down and destroy them all!
Sir, if I may address your accusation, I followed your orders, even in the face of a plan that was, in my opinion, severely flawed. A plan that cost us men. Not clones! Men! As sure as it is my duty to remain loyal to your command, I also have another duty, to protect those men.
Hades' hive will not survive the first week. What is coming in system now far exceeds what has laid waste to the planet before. The other hives must be reinforced 1,000 times over. Hades will burn.
The Chancellor has declined my offer. There will be no peace this day. I will rip away his land as I would a weak heart from a coward's chest. Your people make better slaves than soldiers to thou. Fear not. I will reform them.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home.
Look, I'm not the one with the problem, okay? It's the world that seems to have a problem with me. People take one look at me and go, "Ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre." They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
Dylan! You son of a bitch! What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Stick around. This is getting better by the minute.
So you cooked up a story and dropped the 6 of us in a meat grinder.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something that's so hot for that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son-of-a-bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Damn right I am.
Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
Lasst euch vom Schicksal leiten! Möge euch der Geist des preußischen Volkes mit Mut erfüllen! In den Kampf, Männer! In den Kampf! Ihr seid die besten Männer! Handverlesen aus den besten Armeen! Sturmtruppen! Ihr seid Deutschlands Elite! Ihr seid Sturmtruppen! Das preußische Volk erwartet einen neuerlichen Sieg für den Kaiser!
Boss?
What is it, you sogger?
Can't I make a request?
Depends what the request is, ain't it?
I was just wondering, what's Sebastian Yarrick sounds like to you, boss?
Well, it would have to sound something like...
Oh, yeah! I'm going back, and I'm taking y'all with me in the first-class cabin on the Ass-Whooping Express! All aboard! Woo-woo!
Yeah, that sounds about right.